I think the most amazing thing about working on these community projects is the fact that everyone is able to come together.
We're here in Little Tokyo in Azusa Street. It's an alley that used to be a functional street in Little Tokyo before the city kind of built around it.
I have a lot of friends who've sort of given up on the alley. They're like, why are you doing this? Why don't you just tell people to walk through the plaza? And I'm like, why give up this space? We're such a small community, land is very scarce, and so if we have an opportunity to make something better, we should do it.
A project like this involving art, involving reclaiming a public space, is reinvigorating a community in an environmentally friendly and supportive way that everyone can enjoy.
I like it because it's like very colorful and there's lots of activities to do so I don't get bored or anything.
A lot of members of the community identified Azusa Street as a place where it might be good to strike because the iron is hot right now. There's a lot of development in Little Tokyo. And Azusa Street doesn't need much to make it better. As you can see, really all we did was clean it up, introduce some green space, some seating, some shade. This is not a permanent fix. This is the beginning of a conversation. And so we're helping people reimagine their neighborhood and see what it could be like.
The most exciting thing for me today has been the murals, which kind of just jump out at you. We're so fortunate to have incredibly talented artists here in the neighborhood, and Kent, who did the murals, did an incredible job.
Each of these murals, conceptualization, they probably take like 20 to 30 hours. I thank God they put a deadline on me because I was able to finish these projects by today, and they're up now and I'm happy with them.
Over 35 volunteers from the community helped paint the murals over the last several weeks. Obviously it was his design and he's touched them up quite a bit, but it really was a community effort, and I think that's really emblematic of what this whole alley project is about from start to finish.
I came here for the ukulele expo, but my mom told me there's gonna be something going on over here, so I went to check it out, and it's actually pretty cool.
People walk through this alley all the time on their way to work, on their way to lunch, when they're shopping. And so through our partnership with the Little Tokyo Service Center and the Japanese American Community and Cultural Center, kind of formed this organization, this group called Sustainable Little Tokyo.
Which is this larger neighborhood effort to sustain our neighborhood environmentally, economically, and culturally, and a huge partner today in the Azusa Street Pathways Project. The idea behind today is how do we have a series of these temporary pop-up activations where we show what could happen if there's seating and shade and plants, in hopes that the community will share their feedback, let us know what they like, what they don't like, and then from there, hopefully we can really formulate a permanent vision for the space and do some advocacy with the city and local businesses to push for some permanent improvements to the alley.
Global Green's been involved with Sustainable Little Tokyo for nearly 4 years. The work started by doing an assessment, more of a technical evaluation of the assets in the community, which of course is the history and the culture, some of the building stock, the fact that it's fairly walkable already, proximity to City Hall, transit access, but then some of the gaps. And one of those gaps was that some of these public spaces aren't what they could be or really aren't what they should be, and that we could improve the pedestrian environment, we could improve connections to transit, and all of that should also have a positive benefit on the business community and help with maintaining the cultural vibrancy of this particular neighborhood.
I never would have thought that I'll see kids in the alley, whether it's painting or blowing bubbles, having fun.
I'm hoping this can be that moment for people where they're like, oh, I see what you were trying to do, and I think it's a great idea, so what's next?
So really it's small scale pinpricks, urban acupuncture, if you will, to improve city block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, and that's what we've been doing at Global Green.
I wish that it could be a peaceful, happy place where you can hang out with your friends and your family.